Blessings, 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 my sports to the bone people. Back at it again with another update. Thank you all for checking this one out. Now, we are presented with the opportunity to sweep a T20 series. Yes, not very often we get a chance to see this, especially based on how we have been playing over the last year. Yes, my people. But guess what? Are we going to keep the same team to try and go and sweep the series? Or are we going to go and make a few changes so that we can give a couple other guys an opportunity to get some playing time under their belt? I'm going to walk you through my playing 11 and batting order. Going to let you hear the changes. Plus, the comment section is open. You all can let me know what your playing 11 is, who you are taking out, and why. So just give a listening ear until the end. And if you have not yet subscribed and you want to become a supporter of this channel, you can hit that subscribe button. All right, before I get into my playing 11, my people, I just want to say a big shout out to all the people who have been reaching out and checking in to see if my family, if my family is doing well. People have even been checking in to see if I am doing well, but as I have said before, I'm not on the island anymore. My family, those who have heard from so far, they're doing okay. I am from St. Anne up in the hills, so that part wasn't really affected. My wife side of family, they are also mostly from St. Anne, so they are okay. They are without light, they are without light, a lot of flooding, a lot of trees down and stuff like that. But luckily we've been able to speak with most of our family members and they're alive and well, right? Losing stuff, we can, those things can be replaced. My father is a farmer, so obviously he has lost a lot in terms of his crops and so forth, but those can be replanted, right? You can't replant life, you understand? You can't replant life or anything like that. So I just want to say a big thank you to those who have been reaching out. Obviously there are other people who were hit really, really bad, and they are struggling. They are going to it's going to be a very, very tough time, getting back to the norm and things. So we continue to pray for those, especially those on the western side of the island. We definitely continue to pray for them because I tell you, it's tough, my people. It's tough. It's the worst I've ever seen the country. I was around when we had Hurricane Ivan in 2004. I used to live pretty close to Cave Valley. That was underwater. It's underwater again now. But the wind, the breeze was really tough while Melissa was going through. So, we will continue to pray for everyone. All right. Let me jump into this playing 11 and batting order before my lunchtime is over. All right, my viewers and subscribers. So, I am somebody that always say that, I don't necessarily subscribe to the thing of not changing a winning team. It's good when when you're not winning a lot of games and you get a win or two. It's good to keep the team together. Good to try and see if you can keep things together to see if you can continue winning. But I have said it before, I am a big believer in being able to make a winning team better. But we already secured the series. Obviously it would be nice to win the series 3-0 if we can. Bangladesh will be looking to finish off strong, but I have decided to make a couple changes, my people. Yes, I have decided to make a couple changes, and I just want to try and give the guys who are on the bench an opportunity, because at the end of the day, we said that we're preparing for World Cup. World Cup will be, I think Sri Lanka and India, they are hosting next year. So if we can get a chance to look at these guys, especially in spin-friendly conditions, it would be good. So I am keeping Alec Arthanes. He played well in the second game, the last game there. Played well, got a half century. I didn't see his innings, but I see where a lot of people were saying that he didn't pull out that reverse sweep in that innings, right? But we're gonna keep him. We're gonna go with we're gonna give Akeem Ogis an opportunity. So the thing is, I want to play Akeem Ogis and Amir Django. Either one of them can open, right? But we're probably going to go Alec Arthanes and Akeem Ogis to open. So we're looking at those two guys, rotating Brandon King out of this one. Shea Hope obviously plays the captain. Want him to continue scoring runs. Man is, oh my goodness, Shea Hope is so good, my people. We definitely want him to continue this rich run of form, leading even into the World Cup. Is going to be crucial for us playing on those pitches. So he's at number 3. Number 4, I have decided to finally rotate Sheffield Rutherford out of the team. He failed in the first game, and I said that I was backing him, giving him another opportunity. And I'm not dropping him because of just these 2 games. I'm not sure what's going on with him. But when Sheffield Rutherford came onto the scene, he was not only hitting the ball well, but he was reliable in the field. And I realized that over the last few games, his hands, let's just put it that way, he doesn't have the safest pair of hands on the field, right? So I'm not sure. He's not scoring any runs. He's not taking the catches that he usually would take. So he's obviously still a big part of my plans. I won't back down. I have said it in the past that if we can get him under contract and get his head straight, I would even want to see him being a part of that leadership group there where the T20 team is concerned, as even as vice captain. Obviously it sounds weird now because of how poor his form is, but this is something that I've been saying from last year. And we definitely want to get him back to that level. So I'm rotating him out of the team for this game, and we're going to play Amir Django. Right, Django has shown that he has the ability. He can bat at the top of the order. So that is why I was saying that he could open with Alec Arthanes and bat Akeem Ogis further down, or vice versa. Right. The last game that we played prior to this tour of Bangladesh, he, along with, I think he and Akeem Ogis actually that opened, and they were able to score over 100 and add runs to get us across the line. We won that game by 10 wickets. So Django, we know that he has the ability, so we want to give him an opportunity in this one. Then Ravman Powell, he didn't score in the last game there, but remember how well he played in the first game. Ravman Powell stays in. Chase is another one that I was looking to probably rotate out, but based on the fact that we need him as a bowler, he hasn't been scoring a lot of runs, so I am backing the guys ahead of him to really do the run score. And if it comes down to Chase, we hope that he can finish off for us. But we need those 3 or 4 overs from him. If he's not taking a lot of wickets, not very rarely he goes for runs. So I see some people saying that he needs to be dropped. Right, I have decided to rotate out Rutherford, and I am rotating Brandon King. So I'm keeping Chase, not because of the bag of runs that he's scoring, but we need that bowler there. So he's gonna play. Jason Hola, who is having a good time, he's gonna play, especially with the ball. Romario Shepherd, another player there who definitely want to see him continuing this how he's bowling, and we know how dangerous he can be with the bat. Akil Hussain, goes without saying, will play once he's okay. Gudikish Moti, I am bringing him back in. Right, so that's the thing. He hasn't performed well in the last few games, but it's the last game here, not a lot of pressure. Gonna bring him back in to replace Kyrie Pierre and see what we can get from Moti. And this is not me throwing Kyrie Pierre away, or because Moti is still ahead of him in my books. So the final game here, not a lot of pressure. I want to give him an opportunity to both. Well, I shouldn't even say not a lot of pressure, because there is always pressure in T20 cricket. But I'm going to bring him back in to see what we can get from him. And it could even be a case where I probably even keep the spinner. Keep Seals. Well, I am giving Raymond Simmons a chance. So yeah, we'll bring Moti in, give Raymond Simmons a chance for Jaden Seals. And once again, some of these guys, they're not being dropped because of performance or anything like that. They're being dropped because I rotated out, because I want to take a look at a few other players. Right, Raymond Simmons, coming in left arm bowler there. We have Jason Hola and Romari Shepherd. I generally say that, you know, I prefer to have an out and out quick instead of the 2 all-rounders, but these guys have been performing, so you know we're gonna and we need them to bowl, whether it is in the power play or the death over, right? Over, so we will keep them. So once again I'm going Akeem, Alec, She-Hope, Django, Powell, Chase, Hola, Shepherd, Akil, Moti, and Simmons. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's my playing 11, my people. Comment section is open. You can give your playing 11. And as I always say, the good thing is I have no control over who actually plays. So you can put your playing 11 in the comment section. Big up.